Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Lead the Way. Today we'll be talking about one of my favorite models of leadership, servant leadership. In a way, the essence of this type of leadership is right there in the name. You see your role as a servant to those around you, whether your direct reports, your team members, or even those in your larger community. But there's much more that goes into what it takes to being this type of leader. For starters, what might be most important to becoming a servant leader is your motivation for leading. A servant leader isn't interested in power, money, or dominance. Their primary motivation, above all other things, is doing what's right for others. This type of leadership involves a decentering of self. A servant leader doesn't expect or demand loyalty from others. They give loyalty to others, and through their actions inspire trust and devotion in others. Servant leadership has been written about in hundreds of articles and defined in a variety of ways. But a 2011 review, and reminder that all sources are included with this video in captions or comments, a 2011 review encapsulated the core behaviors of these leaders. 1, empowering and developing people, which is to believe in the value of others and do what's needed to enable them to thrive and grow. 2, humility, which includes seeking the perspectives of others, modesty, and putting others first, and feeling a responsibility to those who follow you. 3, authenticity, including integrity, vulnerability, honesty, and seeing your organizational role as secondary to who you are as a person. 4, interpersonal acceptance, which is about perspective taking and understanding the feelings and motivations of others. Psychological safety, where people know they can take risks and make mistakes without punishment. And generally creating an atmosphere of trust where people feel accepted. 5, providing direction, which means being clear about expectations and holding people accountable for things within their control. And 6, stewardship, acting as a caretaker of those reporting to you and a role model for them. A host of positive outcomes have been shown from engaging in this type of leadership, more than I can go over in this video, so I'll name only a few. Perhaps the most commonly found is organizational citizenship, which is going beyond your core job functions to voluntarily engage in additional positive behaviors toward coworkers, customers, and the community. Other outcomes include increased collaboration and proactive behaviors, engagement, job satisfaction, sense of doing meaningful work, performance, innovation, customer satisfaction, and even work-life balance, and seeing one's whole organization more positively. Working with a servant leader is associated with decreased intentions to leave one's company, boredom, and emotional exhaustion. Again, this is only a sample of outcomes. Servant leadership has been identified over decades of research as a consistent and powerful good for employees and organizations alike. That's it for this week. Next week, we'll continue with servant leadership and discuss concrete things you can do to become one. See you then.